So you're all very welcome here this evening to Orange Tree Live. That's right, Orange Tree Live videos, DJ. Yeah, my name's Hartley, and I'm here to find out a little bit about our guest artist this evening, who is, of course, the fabulous, the wonderful Magenta Slipperz. We're going to find out a little bit about the man that is behind Magenta, the man that is behind the woman that is Magenta Slipperz, and find out a little bit more. So, Madge, to get things started, can you tell us a little bit about where did Magenta Slipperz come from? Where was she born, as it were? So yeah, quite a few people ask where Magenta Slipperz came from, where she was born from, if you like. There's a couple of places really. First off, she came out of the burlesque scene, and secondly, she came very much from my background in theatre. I was working a few years ago for a Magenta theatre company, gave me a lot of experience with performing. But actually Magenta herself came from a conversation that I had with Bri Rouge. Now a lot of you will know Bri Rouge from her burlesque performances, better known sometimes by her real name Becky Bennett. She of course is a brilliant singer as well, and sings on the music scene in North Hertfordshire, and just a really lovely person. And she said to me one day, she said, we're doing some burlesque shows, do you want to get a little bit involved? And I said, yeah, definitely, I'd be very interested in doing that, Becky. And she said, right, we're looking for someone, you need to be on stage, maybe sing a few songs, do a bit of filling in, and pick up the act's clothes after they finish, make sure they get them back. And also to just do a little bit of switching the music on and off, things like that. This is where she dropped it on me. She said, do you fancy doing it in drag? And I said, well, yeah, definitely give it a go. That's very interesting, Magenta. Thank you very much. So I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit about, I see that you're quite frequently performing in Spain. So how does that come about? And why the connection to Spain and here in North Hertfordshire, I guess? Well, yeah, you're absolutely right. I do spend a lot of time in Spain. The reason for that is, me and Jackie, a few years ago, we decided to go travelling. We live normally here in North Hertfordshire, but we took some time out, went travelling around Europe, and we ended up in Spain. And before we went, we thought to ourselves, you know what I think is going to happen here? We're going to end up going around Spain. I took my guitar with me, and like so many of the other guys here, well, I wasn't that clever at it actually. I was just doing cover versions of other people's songs, certainly not a songwriter. And we thought we'd go around, get some gigs in some bars, you know, maybe in exchange for some food or some meal or maybe some pocket money. But we went round, we got down into southeast Spain, into the Murcia region on the Costa Calida, not too far from the Costa Blanca, big holiday area. And we went round a lot of the bars in that area and said, you know, I play guitar, sing some songs. What do you think? And without exception, they really did not like the idea. So we met up with this lady anyway, and you know, basically to try and get some advice. And she said, well, look, what else do you do? And I said, well, nothing. I play the guitar and I sing. She said, yeah, but like, what else do you do? You know, you must do something else. And I said, well, I don't know really. I mean, I've done a bit of drag stuff when we were in the UK doing some burlesque shows. And she went, that's it. Drag, that's what you need. It's drag. So she said, get yourself back round them bars and tell them what drag show you could do for them. So I went round the bars. Oh, excuse me. And we introduced a lot of the bars to my character, Magenta Slipperz. And he said, what do you do? And I said, well, I can do a lot of cover songs, songs that customers are going to know, that sort of thing. And what I didn't realise in Spain was that the standard gig is 3 hours long. So if you book from 8 o'clock, you're there till 11, or sometimes 9 till 12, or 10 till 1, that sort of thing. So me and Jackie went round the bars, got some bookings, and then I said to Jackie, you do realise, don't you, I've got about 6 songs. And the first booking was like a week away. So brilliant, love it. So also, Magenta, I was wondering if you would like to tell us what your favourite songs are to sing. You must have some favourites, the old classics that you always turn to when you need to, back in the good old days, get that dance floor filled up. What are the songs that you turn to? So yeah, my go-to song. Well, I absolutely love rock and roll music. I love rock music. But I also have a secret desire for funk as well. So I guess my go-to songs that I like doing for my audiences are rock songs, rock and roll, some disco songs, and I like old rock and roll songs as well, like the proper old rock and roll, rock around the clock, things like that. A lot of my audiences in Spain are, I'm in my mid-50s. There's a little secret let out the bag for you. I'm in my mid-50s, and a lot of my audiences in Spain are at least 10 years older than me, and or 20 years older, and we love singing for them those rock and roll songs. They absolutely love them as well. And also some of the like early 70s, mid 70s rock songs as well. They love those. And of course everyone loves a bit of cheese funk as well. So yeah, they're my go-to songs. When I need to fill that dance floor, I get play that funky music out of the bag and blame it on the boogie. They're my 2 top ones. Well, yeah, definitely some classic songs in there, Magenta. Now, I guess that being the sort of performer that you are, you must go through quite a few pairs of tights. So I was wondering, who sponsors your tights? Are you sponsored by Kaiser Bondor or something? So yeah, you rejoin us at always the most delicate part, putting on the old eyelashes. Either normally goes really good or really badly. So I've just done my left hand one. And that went alright, so we'll just see how this one goes, shall we? Ooh, might not be too bad. We might have done it. Excellent. So yeah, tights, yeah, do go through quite. I've avoided the. Oh, there we go. I knew there'd be a problem. I've avoided the obvious joke about a pair of tights. Yeah, my 2 brothers. But yeah, apart from that. Yeah, I do go through quite a few pairs of tights, and if I'm in a charity shop, you can always find me in the that little box that's normally underneath the clothing rail that has all the tights in it. They're new, still in the packet. I'm not buying second-hand ones or nothing, but it's a good place to get them. You get some really good ones sometimes as well. Like old-fashioned ones. What do they call them? Like vintage ones sometimes. Yeah, vintage. Now, I'm also guessing, Madge, that you must have get changed when you go to a gig, which, normally when us geezers turn up at a gig, we just get the old guitar out of the boot, plug it in, and away we go. But you need to get changed, etc. You must have got changed in some really funny places. So, yeah, places to get changed. I mean, most theatres are not really equipped for people to get changed properly and comfortably. Most of them. Some are. But so of course when I go and do a gig in a pub or a bar or something in Spain or in the UK, it's always a case of the stock room, disabled toilet, or the flat upstairs above the pub sometimes, you know, that sort of thing. Certainly got changed in some strange places. One time I was doing a gig and this guy said to me, right, yeah, you can get changed in the storeroom, is that okay? I said, yeah, absolutely perfect, thank you. So this is before I learned to ask this particular question. So he said, okay, in you go. And I went in and closed the door and I had to come out again. I said, is there no light? And he said, no, there's no light. How am I going to get changed to do my makeup if there's no light? But yeah, brilliant. And then another place I went as well, a fantastic bar in Los Alcázares in the Murcia region of Spain. Get changed in the ice cream cubicle. you know where the lady or the man sells ice creams outside. They got like a cubicle with, you know, the ice cream manufacturer's name on the side. And yeah, get changed in there. Absolutely brilliant. Perfect. Apart from in the summer in Spain, it's about 50 degrees in there, but apart from that. So yeah, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you guys. I hope you've enjoyed getting a little insight into Magenta Slipperz. And it just remains for me to do this. And there we go. Well, I need to do my hair a little bit, you know, but apart from that, almost ready for a gig. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you enjoy listening to some of my songs a little bit later as well. Thank you very much. Bye.